Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at these LED strip factory style headlights with chrome housings and clear lenses fitting 2009 to 2018 Ram 1500s equipped with the factory halogen headlights. Now these are going to be a great choice for Ram owners who are looking to update their headlights while still retaining that factory type of style. These are a great OEM plus type of solution to cracked, faded, or just plain old headlights. They have some nice features, a clean look, and they come in at a very affordable price point. The OEM Plus look has been a hit amongst enthusiasts for a long time, and I'm including myself in that. Going with an OEM Plus type of setup means that there's some additional cool features or functionality baked into the part, but it keeps things looking like it would have come that way from the factory. Such is the case with these lights. And for the most part, they keep the same type of design theme as your stock halogen lights that come on your truck from the factory, with a couple of key differences. The most obvious of which being the two large LED light bars surrounding the main beam. You get one on the top and one on the bottom here. So these are going to produce a cool white glow for your daytime running lights, giving the truck a more modern appearance and something that's a bit more aggressive than stock. The bottom ones here are also going to function as your turn signals. So they have sort of a switchback type of function, again, making it look a little bit more modern and aggressive. Now the other key difference here is also the marker light on the side. Now these move the marker light out to the side here, as you can see. This is much smaller than your factory one, but it also contains an amber LED light. So you get a little more light output plus a slightly more modern look to match those LED light bars for your daytime running lights and for your turn signals. Now these also, as you can tell, have chrome inner housings, which lends itself again to that clean, modern look, making it a little bit more OEM plus. They look like something that could have come out of the factory. Now these do retain the factory halogen type of bulbs for your main and high beams as well, which is gonna help keep the cost a little bit lower and make replacements nice and easy. You do always have the option to upgrade those bulbs, and we do have a lot of choices on our site should you decide to go that route. Overall though, this is a really nice, subtle upgrade, one that's not gonna be too over the top, and it's also not gonna be too expensive, but it's still gonna help your Ram look factory fresh and stand out a bit from the crowd. One other thing that's worth noting here is that these are DOT and SAE approved, meaning that they are fully adjustable in the back here too. You've got integrated adjusters. So that means that they're also gonna be fully street legal. So in addition to looking nice and factory fresh, these are gonna be fully legal too, so no worries on that front. The lights are constructed using polypropylene for the outer housings here and polycarbonate for the lenses, sort of the standard for automotive lighting. Now these are also fully sealed, of course, meaning that they're going to keep the electronics inside nice and dry, and they should be built to last you as well. Now like we were discussing a moment ago, the main lighting elements here are carried over from your stock headlights. So you've got your main and your high beam lights already installed in here. They come just like you see them out of the factory, pretty much ready to go. And those LEDs are going to have a nice long lifespan and again, make for that more modern appearance that you're after. Pricing for this set comes in at about $350, putting them on the more affordable side of the spectrum when it comes to automotive lighting. Now, since these do retain the stock halogen bulbs, that is gonna help with cost savings versus something like a fully LED setup. And you can be certain that these are going to be a lot less expensive than an OEM setup from Mopar as well. Actually, the pair is probably gonna be less expensive than just one stock replacement halogen light from them. Don't quote me on it, but you can check it yourself. And those stock replacement ones aren't gonna include the updated style or those LEDs. So for what you're getting here, I would call these a pretty darn good value. More good news when it comes to installation. These are going to get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and they should only take you about an hour to complete. Now these are pretty much plug and play. You've really just got these two plugs already wired in and ready to go. One is going to go into your turn signal bulb, one is going to plug into your main harness there, and that's pretty much it. These don't require you to do any modifications to your truck. You don't have to run any wiring, so they're going to make for a very simple installation. And to show you how to get that process done now, let's hand it over to one of our AT customers.
The tools you'll need for this project are a ratchet, a 10mm socket, and a trim removal tool. Hi everyone, today we're installing a set of headlights on our Ram. So let's get started with the uninstall of the stock headlights first. First thing we need to do is remove this radiator cover here. And to do that, we're gonna have to remove these 6 push pins that hold it down. And for that, we're gonna use our trim removal tool and just get underneath, lift it up, and then we can pop them out. And once you've got your push pins removed, just go ahead and lift your cover up and get it out of the way. Our next step is going to be to remove these 4 10mm bolts that attach the grill to the core support. So let's go ahead and take those out. Now we can just lift up on the grill a little bit and pull it straight out. Now we'll remove these 2 10mm bolts here at the bottom and one at the top of our headlight. Then we can go ahead and remove that. Now you just grab a hold of your headlight, slide it forward, and then we can go ahead and disconnect our connectors from the headlight. To do that, we're going to lift up on this red locking tab here, and then push down on the release lever and pull it out. And now you can repeat that process for the other side. Before we can install our new light into the truck, there's one thing we have to take care of first. We need to transfer over the socket for our parking light bulb into the new light so that we can actually connect this harness to it. To do that, we're just going to simply turn the parking light bulb socket counterclockwise until it unlocks, and then simply lift it out. Once we've got the socket out of the housing, we simply grab a hold of the bulb gently and pull it out. Once we've got that out, then we can go ahead and transfer our socket to the harness on the new bulb simply by plugging it in where the light bulb was originally located, and then just feed it into the hole and twist it clockwise to lock it into place. Now we can go ahead and install our new light. Now we can go ahead and connect our harness for the parking light to the socket we just installed. And don't forget to push down on the red locking tab to hold it in place. Then we'll go ahead and connect our headlight socket and also do the same. Push down on the red locking tab to hold it into place. Now we can go ahead and install our light using the original hardware. Now we can go ahead and secure it using our 10mm socket. And now you can repeat that whole process for the other side. Now that you've got both headlights installed and verified that they're both working, we can go ahead and install our grill. And we're just going to reverse the process that we used to take it out. And using the original hardware, we'll secure it back in place. Now we'll tighten everything down with our 10mm socket. And now we can go ahead and install our radiator cover. We'll just lay that back in place. And reusing the original push pins, secure it to the top of the radiator. and your install is now complete. And that wraps up our review and install of the LED strip factory style headlights with the chrome housing and clear lens for your 09 to 18 Ram 1500 with factory halogen headlights. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.